Hi, my name is Sophie Bryan, and I would like to talk to you about the recent developments in the music industry. What I want to talk about today is artificial intelligence in the music industry and what industries are involved to help progress this, and the positives and negatives of this. Throughout the lifespan of music itself, it's never stopped moving forward and only progressed from the idea for gathering in groups to sing, have instruments accompany them, ways to hear and distribute music, to write, communicate. Coming into the digital age, having music at a touch of a button is common nowadays. And recording music you can do in as little as a few hours and distribute it globally in seconds. And this is with the help of social media, of such things like YouTube and Facebook, Twitter. This way, artists can have direct to fan engagement and have potential connections between AR companies, which are always searching for new talent. You've also got downloading and streams at a touch of a finger and can be transferred to other devices, and physical copies are now really a thing of the past. And other developments like Logic and Ableton, any slight errors can be corrected and music could be near enough perfect if you surgically get in there and, well, fix the errors. So the first company that I want to talk about is MXX Music. It is an AI company who've created a way to match up music and audio together with directions that you can input yourself to help make the music put to the video more dramatized. And their aim is to have the editing process more efficient and less surgical. So this is how this works, which is a YouTube video I have here.
Welcome to MXX Audition Pro. We're going to take a quick look at this new groundbreaking service for choosing and editing music for video. Audition Pro combines AI with simple visual commands to create the ultimate auditioning resource, taking supervising your music to a whole new level. Choose sync points from your video, pick a music track, and the AI will automatically create musical edits for you. The intuitive visual interface makes it easy to tell the AI what you want to hear and where you want to hear it.
So as you can see, the user using Audition Pro has put in instructions for how the music wants to sound like, along with the audio along with the video that it's got. So here we go. So what they'll have their own library of songs that they can monetize and store information for you. And not only can you have your music free and available for people to use, as you are the rights holder of the music, you can have a chance to negotiate this, have a monthly subscription, and from there gather data from people using your tracks to then monetize how they've been used, how long the duration is, what's been changed, so that it kind of helps your composing skills be more efficient. And the thing that Joe Lice says in the interview with Resonate is, I think the last thing the world needs is tech to be able to replace composers with computers. That's not important, but it would be great if a composer could rework their material on the spot for game or social media posts, etc. So what this means is that music can then get distributed quicker and can get briefing done quicker, so that you can move on to the next job instead of waiting around, really. Another company that is with the AI initiative is JukeDeck. So they've recently, in 2015, launched their own program where the AI that they've created creates backing music for videos. So what they would do is the video creator will choose what genre, what tempo, where falls, build will happen, and from there the computer will take it to then create what it feels would be right for your video, and you can choose the duration. So here's a video on how that would work, which is here.
So we go over to jukedeck.com and we say, okay, I want to create a track. I want a folk track that is uplifting and that is 9 in fact seconds long, because that's how long our video is. We press create, and this sends a message off to our servers saying, go make me a completely unique track. Now we're using machine learning, and we're combining that with this end-to-end system that produces this track. It does the notes, it writes the chords, it produces it, and it delivers back an MP3, which we could listen to in the browser, but I'm just going to download it straight away. There we go. And we go into iMovie, and we just drag that across, and we've now got a new soundtrack for our video that didn't exist a minute ago.
So there, as you can see, all they did was input instructions to their servers, and there a new song was created for the video that they'd chosen. They also have 3 options to help regulate their work. They have a free option for small businesses and individual people, but you'd have to credit them in the work. They would have another section where they would pay about £20 for having the same right. You just don't need to credit them in the end, or you can buy the track, like the copyright full out. And from there, what they want to do is they want to have licenses with websites such as Facebook and YouTube, so that they can earn money off amateur users even though they don't pay directly. And like the CEO of Duke said, it says, our aim is so much more than video creators on YouTube. This could be a way for anyone to create music for any situation they need. So moving on to that is the positives and negatives of AI. Obviously, the pros of this would be beneficial to visual creators to help get their content out quicker, because they don't want to be messing around with copyright and whose song belongs to what, with YouTube taking their videos down, as well as AI working together with musicians to help speed up editing, like I'd mentioned before, like MXX does, and help stick to briefing. Sometimes it's hard if something's not explained in a way that they need, and that way if any corrections need to be made from the original track you've already stuck to, then it just makes that process a lot faster. A con of this is it's losing the human element. Having a computer write a song for you, it just doesn't have that much of a feel to it than if it was made by a person. And the other thing that I can say is the composers might be out of the job if computers can make it just as good. It's like fast food for music, where if you can make a song in 2 seconds, there's no point in spending all that time and energy creating a song for a video that you're probably not going to even use. Another thing that probably would concern me is the fact that AI can collect data on your listening habits, and Spotify has already started to go down that path of having playlists unique to that certain person. So that's the other thing that I'm very concerned about, along with musical laws. Who owns the music? Is it the person who created the machine? Is it the businesses? Is it the composers who work with the machines? I think it's just a little bit of a grey area which needs to be handled. And as well as that, the CEO of AI Music said, could you press a button to write a symphony? Musicians are queuing up to have their music listened to get signed, get on stage. The last thing they need is for this button to exist. But there can be positives in this with working together with artificial intelligence, and this is what this piece of music is made up of. Basically, a machine called Flow Machine, made by Sony, has teamed up with a French composer who has then arranged it and added lyrics to it to make it under the brief to sound like the Beatles. So here it sounds. Here we go. So as you can see, it's a pretty well-made song, and the fact that artificial intelligence and human collaboration has made this to make it sound like the Beatles is actually pretty incredible. So the last thing that I need to say is, will this be a composer downfall or the start of a new era with artificial intelligence helping us in the music business? Thank you.